Hello guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Jagged Alliance 2 version 1.13. This is part 112, and in this part we're going to defend against the incoming attack on the mine again. Last time we didn't get around to that because we had to attack, or we wanted to take out this group here, which we did, with the help of some blood cats. Oh yeah, and there might be another blood cat body somewhere around here.
Gotcha!
That the snipers took out.
Gotcha.
Down here.
What's that there?
Alright. Some claws and teeth. And yeah, we think we should just bring this back. Cougar had the ammo. And I think this should, yeah, it's small enough to fit in here. So we can bring the ammo back with us. The rare ammo. This will leave, and the rest as well. And I think Buzz still had a smoke grenade in her launcher. Yeah. Let's get a high explosive one in there again. Let's send these back right away. Don't think anyone can arrest. No. So they might as well travel back to Cambria. Could pay a visit to Jake. Could send some down here. No, let's bring them back into Cambria. Stop here. I think there's ammo, 556 ammo here. Oh yeah, a ton from the mini-me, so they can replenish there. Because we didn't get any regular 556 ammo this last battle, only 100 rounds of tracer ammo, which we do not need. Okay, let's get to 4 and set up Cliff as a student in Dex again. They can do that for 2 hours, I think, and then rest again. Madog is on his way back, and the others should get here soon. Yeah, half an hour.
Right. I'm here. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Only 17 this time, so that should be fine. Get these in here. Send everyone who can to sleep. Well, won't matter.
Okay.
They'll be here in half an hour anyway, and can then rest for 1 minute.
I got where you want me to go. Better be plenty of stuff to shoot at.
Time to convert some ammo. Razor was carrying 2 full ones of these. Yeah, let's do it like this. And Buzz could use some more in here. Let's bring these here. And Cougar. Yeah, you want to fill this up. Alright. Just quickly checking if you need anything else. Now after we're on, now that we are on our way back. Oh, Cougar is slightly over encumbered with ammo now. Let's take care of that. You could leave some here. Alright, let's do it like this. You can replenish in Cambria. Murgus, you take the heavier item. Well, I'm sure the others can make this work somehow. If not, that's fine. Let's do it this way, and let's see, yeah, this is a little too heavy. Doesn't really matter though, they can rest now and then move on, that's fine. Rest for a few minutes, others are still traveling.
I'm here. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
The enemy won't be here before next hour, so these can just get out of the truck for now. And rest, the ones who need a rest. That should be spec with Cougar's fee increase. Yes. Cougar gained a level last time. He's now level 7. These can do another hour. Bubba and Gumpy 2. Gasket can now start working on this again. And I don't think he needs any sleep until we fire him. No, these did want to move on into here.
Okie dokie.
And these need to get into position now. I don't need the binocs on Wolf. Yes. And well, they are out of the car, but I haven't been down in the sector yet. We could drop something that we don't need. Okay, this appears right away. Alright. And let's see about Wolf. Okay. That's good. Bit paranoid now, because we lost items last time. Get these into position. I think we might even swap out all the elite militiamen into a different sector. Because we can deal with them, and I don't want to lose an elite to snipers. During daytime we don't necessarily need them, and I'd like to build up a force here so that we could also leave this with less capable mercs and 6 or 7 elite militiamen who can really clean up the enemy. So let's get these 4 to safety, give the others a chance to earn their feathers too. Yeah, Miguel could actually drop this. He will pick up the full-size FAL, so we can leave this here, unless we want to use it on someone else. It is a nice weapon. Not with anyone here, but maybe of the other squad, and they stick with Grumm for a while anyway, with the defense of Grumm. So I think we should just leave it here. I can refuel once the others get here. It's not pressing. Or you can just put this on the truck as well. Where is it? There we go. We don't need the room on the truck at the moment. Excuse me. We could also put the mortar on Wolf again for this defensive battle, and I think we should do that. It doesn't take long. He is fine weight-wise, and this can go to Miguel again. Check his side gear. Yeah, before I forget, I should also put their goggles on again. And check these launchers. Yeah, that's fine. Stun grenade. And our high explosive one. The others don't have any. Okay. So they are fine here and should get into position.
All right.
Okay, you call everyone in.
I'm listening.
Scope. Face straight southwards. We could even move forward a few tiles to extend vision even farther.
Yo,
Ice
taken
in
care
is,
of.
well, I'd say favorite spot around here. Yeah, maybe get him slightly over this time as well.
Yeah?
Meltdown has taken a shine to this, but during daytime I think it's better to start out a little farther back. Yes, so she can see this as well. I think that's helpful.
Yes,
And
agreed.
Miguel in the center, facing straight south. And Wolf on the
okay.
flank over here.
Okay. I'm on it.
Get over here. Face straight southwards at first, and then turn southeasterly once the enemy had some time to come in.
Yeah?
Alright, Steven,
Okay.
you call in everyone again. And then luring people up front
Alright.
to protect Meltdown.
Okay.
These two.
Alright.
Some on the flank here.
Alright.
So good doing this during daylight hours
Alright.
where people don't need to be right next to the militiamen to command them.
Okay.
And
Alright.
these are fine. Get her down.
Okay.
Get down. And you too.
Okay.
And
Alright.
these here. And we should get the
Alright.
others, or some of the others, over to
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I think they should be
Alright.
fine here.
Alright. Alright.
Get him back. Okay. Wait for her to stop.
Okay.
And for him to stop.
Okay. 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 Okay.
And her over here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Don't wander off. Yeah, that's fine. And you
All
let's
right.
turn her
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Fight
Down.
every bug on the way. There were
Alright.
many.
and get
Alright.
Steven here.
Okay.
Well, let's wait for him
Uh-huh.
and call him back.
I'm on it.
Alright, that should do. Mad Dog is here as well. So we should squad 4. Let's get him down here.
Okay.
He
You
might want
got
to
it.
join in here this time. And call
Yeah.
him in again once he stops. Come on. Stay with us. You too.
I'm listening.
That's the beauty of having that scope on scope. And just tell him to get down where he is. And then quickly get up here before they move around more. I think Mad Dog should just stay as he is and rest. And most of the others are fine, I think. Yeah, let's set them up to do stuff. Steven as a trainer in leadership, as so often. With Meltdown resting, Ice and Wolf and Scope being students. And Miguel needs a rest as well, so he'll just stay as he is. Hope they attack soon. Or it would be optimal if they waited for these 4 to arrive and then attack.
We got hostiles in the vicinity.
A few minutes. They
Not
might
to worry, when I
arrive
see 'em,
during
I'll
battle.
kill 'em.
Nah, we'll be in turn-based the whole time. But yeah, should be doable.
I do believe we are finally going to see some battle.
Yep, good thing that we used the car, otherwise we'd be at the same place as Squad 2. Meaning not here for the defense. Alright, Scope can see this guy. She could go for the head. It should be, yeah, it's a clear shot. Let's check with the others though. Yeah, Wolf's weapon isn't up. Steven's neither. Let's just have Steven aim down here. Wolf, you should also stay here. He is covered by these, and that is more than fine.
Yes.
Miguel does have a nicer range, but not nice enough for him.
Yeah.
I think Meltdown could tell her to get down. I'm not worried about Scope hitting her, but just to protect her. Let's have her get it down.
I'm
While
listening.
Scope, yeah, she could go for the head. It's very tempting. Would be 2 very nice torso shots. Could even go for 2 headshots. Yeah, we do have a few coming in. This might save someone's life. Let's go for the head. Could go for another one on him. Let's do that. Let's go for the head again. Too bad. Should have picked the torso shots or the better headshot, but can't hit them all. Yeah, Meltdown, you just take some auto fire here. Get 3 rounds. Great. And then she could crawl back here, but I think she's fine where she is.
Yeah, another lamb. Enemy detected.
Miguel might be able to get her. Or Wolf from over here. Yeah. It's out of range, but it's still a decent shot. I think he might make it 3 rounds.
That's encouraging.
And that's his level. Yep. Couldn't... we did give him a contract, so that's good. But we didn't extend Scope's contract so far. I think we should do that right now. She might gain a level 2. She's a little off, but sometimes hard to tell. Yeah, that's fine.
Continuing my employment with you shall be a pleasure, Commander.
That is nice to hear. Pleasure's all ours, of course. Yeah, Wolf, retain your points.
Unfriendly.
Right, and another one here. Let's just make it a single shot and preserve the rest of your action points. Too bad.
Yeah, I got a foot in the grave here.
Unfriendly.
Assistance would be welcome. Yeah. Enemy detected. Yeah.
I'm in for Your chance to meet enemy. It will come soon.
Enemy detected.
Okay, one down.
Yes.
One of ours down. Okay, Miguel could make it two of these. Let's make it this one. Great it. Preserve the rest of your points. Two snipers here. And great suppression on this group. And another sniper.
Yes.
Okay. Miguel can only see the one guy, but I'd like to take him out. Anyway, he could turn against these.
I'm listening.
Scope has a clear shot on these here. She's wounded.
Yes.
Still be nice to get more fire on her.
Yo.
Could roll over ice. See if he can't get a beat on her. But, let's not rush it. I think a wolf should keep a beat on these here.
Yeah.
Steven might... she picked a good spot. Steven might turn to help Wolf against these here. Could just crawl over here. Switch places with him, but let's get over here. See about this area now. Wolf is fine as he is, I'd say. No need to take shots at the critical one. While Ice does want to move. Could also turn against this area, but you do have a ton here. Melton could grenade the place. I think that's worth it. She does have the proper grenade loaded up. Let's just put it right here. Excellent. Shot Melton. Then bring out your rifle and retreat a tile. And bring it up again. Could go for the wounded one with this shot. Worth a try.
I'm listening.
And scope. Could stay up for an interrupt.
Yes.
Could tell him to get down, so he's a little safer. I think Ice should turn here for a moment. Maybe he can get an eye on the sniper. Get up to here. Not quite. But he can take him out to free up our militia. Let's make it this one and 7 rounds to suppress. Back here.
That dude pissed me off. On the job training, man.
And there's Ice level up. But yeah, here we couldn't afford the next contract.
I'm listening.
But that's fine. He deserves the money. Could take shots at the healthy ones. They will pop up again.
Yes.
Miguel could turn to here because he's in the way. Yep, let's turn Miguel here for a moment. Seems like that there are quite a few in this area. And to take a shot at this one. Let's make it a single shot.
I'm listening.
He's troublesome. She could tell him to get down and take a shot here. or go for the other healthy one who hasn't been hit so far, except for the grenade. Let's take this one and preserve the rest for an interrupt. A good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these two. Try to keep this cleared. Mad Dog can't really do much back here at the moment, but he can protect the others. He could tell this guy to get down. I think that's a good idea. Just preserve the points for someone who joined in here, running up. Alright. Wolf. Clear shot. Yeah, he could make 3 shots this turn. That should do.
Yeah.
Encounter.
An excellent one. Could make it 2 3-round bursts, or a 1. Let's make it the best, preserve the rest of the points. Great work.
Super groovy. I'm listening.
Alright, it's not an elite, but still worth the shot, I think. I could go for the head again. And let's try again. Perfect. Despite punching through a tree first. Took him out in 1 shot. Hope our snipers, our militiamen who are snipers, don't friendly fire anyone in the head. Superb throw with a
That sound
secondary
didn't come from any
explosion.
of us.
I'm listening.
Right, Wolf. You can see these two. Shot on this one should be fine, or is fine.
Yeah.
We'll see what Steven in a moment.
Yo.
Ice. Can only see this one. Could continue crawling in.
Yes.
Could tell this guy to get down. Yeah. Let's tell him to get down. So he doesn't get picked apart right away. And make it 2 rounds on him. All 3. Perfect. He is dead.
Fantastic.
I'm listening.
Could take her out just to be safe from her spotting. Let's try 2 shots. Still alive. Let's wait for a moment. I think Ice should crawl in. We still have that sniper back here.
Yes.
Miguel's done.
Yeah.
Meltdown does need to reload her launcher. And the sniper didn't fire last turn, so he might have interrupt action points left. I think she should stay put. And I get a stun grenade in here. I'd like to take shots at him.
Yeah.
Steven may be able to get a beat on him from a different position. Let's pull him back a tile. Tell him to get down. Bring his rifle up. And could take her out from here, but I'd like to keep him ready for these here.
I'm
Do you want to
listening.
use Scope's second shot to shoot at her? I think we do want to do that.
Cheerio!
Uh-huh.
And Wolf would be good to get a hit in on him and on him. Make it this one, preserve the rest. Good, that should do. And Maddox is just staying put. Alright, that's good. Now we can get more fire on him and make it 3 rounds. 2 highly damaging hits. That might be it for him this turn. Alright, 1 back here. Gotta remember that.
I could use some help.
Alright, Steven. You just you make it the best again. And another one down. That hurt.
Yeah.
We do still have a sniper hiding back here. Don't think it was this guy who moved back. I think he should be somewhere around here. Yeah, Maddox, you just stay put.
I'm listening.
We don't have binocs, but Scope can turn here. And stay put for a moment.
Yes.
Could get a grenade down here with Meltdown.
Yeah.
Just to check if there's someone in this area. Let's see. It's 35 tiles, so alright. But yeah, she does need to move in a little bit closer. Let's see, the safest approach would be via these rocks, I think. Get over here and a grenade down here. Let's just take it nice and slow with her. Maybe the sniper reveals himself until we get there. Get in here. These do want to turn again.
Yeah.
Steven, get out of Wolf's way, I think. Don't have to worry about her. Steven can take nice shots at her. She needs to get down though before Steven can do that.
Yes.
And I think Miguel might do that. Let's see. Do you need anyone else to get it down? Yeah, these are kind of exposed. Let's just tell everyone to get it down with Miguel this turn. And he would be safer from enemy fire if he got down. Preserve the rest for now.
Yeah.
Steven, you fire at the sniper. Bring up your weapon first. Maybe you can spot someone else too. No. But this is a great shot. Could make it auto fire. Would suppress these slightly.
Possibilities are slim to none.
But would be safer maybe. Let's make it 7 rounds here. Okay, didn't do too much damage. I do want to get more fire on her. And the one Wolf is seeing is dying, so he doesn't need to fire at him. Let's just turn here.
Y'all suck.
Oh, not a good shot on her. Yeah, I think Wolf should stay up for an interrupt here. Too bad that the sniper is still alive,
Yo.
but maybe suppressed enough to miss. And Ice U-turn as well. Get the weapon up. We're ready to interrupt. Not the best shot, but I think if we get him down with Miguel. He does have a slight corridor where he might fire on someone. Okay. And he can see the guy here too, so he might shoot at him. He is strong. And she's off to the side, so that's fine. It is quite a long shot, but let's make it this and 4 rounds. For a few more. At least he's down. Yeah, these are too obstructed, I think. Let's stay up with Ice.
Super groovy.
Alright, she couldn't fire. That's
Bad
good.
guys.
Maybe the sniper is dead. Because you do have some vision from this guy in that area, and still no enemy spotted.
Yo!
See, we do know that there's a sniper, or 2 snipers hiding here. Okay, yeah, that's everyone then. We have these 2 and those 2. And no one retreated, so yeah. Probably was this guy who sniped before. A wolf, you can see him. Could go for the head. It's not the worst shot. It's quite bad, but not the worst. Like to get him down.
I'm listening.
Turn scope. She can see this one. He is quite hurt thanks to Ice's autofire from last round, so we don't necessarily need to get more fire on him. We could leave him for the militia forces to get a chance at a promotion. The others, the snipers here, are troublesome. Could put a mortar shell down with Wolf. Might be a good idea. We don't have any launchers in range.
Yeah.
The M203 won't reach here. Yep. Let's not risk any more lives on our part and put a mortar round down here.
Yeah.
Yo!
Ice can crawl in to cut off the snipers if they try to run off. Let's get him to here. Okay, you can also see this one, but he should stay up for interrupts down here.
Yes.
Miguel could either tell more people to get down or turn and fire. Let's tell people to get down. Yeah, she should also get down on the ground. Miguel doesn't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
Meltdown can save the grenade now, of course. That we know where the enemies are back here. And let's just crawl over here, run next turn.
I'm listening.
Just thinking if we shouldn't get one shot in on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's crawl around Steven. Check down here.
I'm listening.
Could keep go up for an interrupt here as well. He's breathing heavily. He's been hit a few times. Yeah, let's keep scope up. Let's see about this shell. I think around here would be good. It's not pinpoint accurate anyway. Good luck, Wolf. These are always game of chance. But he hit the spot. Perfect. And he's not even a heavy weapons guy.
What a drag.
I'm listening.
Alright.
Yo.
I think that's it for us. Wolf needs to get down again, of course. But other than that, we are fine. Let's get him down and rifle up again.
Smorgasbord.
No friendly fire, please. We have this in the bag. She is still alive, but
Yeah.
not for long, probably. Let's see. If we come up 2 tiles, nah, won't quite be enough. Well, he could still take shots. I don't think she can do anything with a slow bolt action sniper rifle. But yeah, don't want to risk it. Miguel, you turn and get him down. Can't see her, but get him down.
I'm listening.
Scope, you tell other people to get down as well. And that's everyone on the front line at least.
Yeah.
And Steven, make it a 3-round burst. Okay. Wolf, yeah, that's not a good shot.
Yeah.
And a meltdown. Just come running
Gotcha.
in.
Yo.
Yeah, you're fine here. Ice, you crawl up 2 tiles and wait for an interrupt in case she moves around.
They all fell like pantyhose from a $5 woman. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that went well.
All right.
Thanks to
Okay.
the many snipers in
All
our
right.
militia forces, and
Okay.
the enemy snipers didn't
Worth
focus
something,
enough,
maybe.
so we have
Okay.
we had a few poor guys,
Yeah,
but
I hear you.
I think only one of them died, and this one, but I'm not even sure about that one. I'll check in a second.
Gotcha.
We might have gotten some promotions out of this. Yep, 1 more veteran. And we have, yeah, we lost 2, but that's alright. It's not alright, but it was to be expected. Actually, we should get the green ones out of here, because this sector can be attacked. Alright. I think we are fine, militia-wise. We do want to keep our expenses down as much as possible. So I don't think it's worth training all of these up. We do have more than enough to cover these 2 sectors. Whoops. We have more than enough to cover these 2 sectors, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, and a quick save before inventory management. Money is always welcome. Oh, another one of these here. That's great. I've decided whom to give the other one yet. Do feel free to make suggestions of that kind if you have any ideas about that and want to share them. Please do. Smoke grenades, some more mini grenades. We could put these on Mad Dog right away. Let's ice Mad Dog. Where are you? There we go. Get these on him. Just to drop this here and get this in the inventory. The brake light needs repairs too. Tons and tons of ammo. Some more 9x39 as well. Some 40mm, but no high explosives or stuns, I think. Meltdown should grab one from someone else. Well, we don't have anyone with more than one in reserve, so she can pick up some from Mergus. That's alright. No match ammo. But we do have 7.62x51. Do need to reload a wolf. And drop the mortar again. Could get these on someone, but we are short on room. Well, Melton could just put them in here, that's fine, and her weight is fine as well. Yeah, Steven could at least take one of them. He does have the room as well. Let's do that. And he can always get rid of these tear gas grenades. Get this on a Meltdown. Some more 12.7mm ammo. This is for Ira. Do we want to use this on someone? The problem with this is that of the 40mm Russian grenades, you don't get the variety of smoke and illumination and stun shells, grenades. You just get explosive ones. One of them of the jumping variety, but both of them just high explosive grenades. I think we do want to use this on someone, but probably not on Meltdown. She could take this as a secondary launcher. That is a possibility. She could get rid of something. The tear gas 40mm, for example, to load up on VOG 25s. This isn't heavy, or not that heavy at least. She could also rid herself of some mustard gas. She doesn't need to carry 3 of these. That would give her 2 launchers. Would save her from reloading. And we are short on high explosive 40mm grenades. I think that's actually a decent idea. As crazy as it might sound. Yeah, let's do it this way. Get rid of these here. Don't really need them. Get these in here. Then drop one of these mags. That's alright. 100 rounds total are fine. Then get this one in here, load it up in a moment. And I do need to check all of this, of course, but let's do this first. And this way she also has a room for grenades, because she doesn't need to carry high explosive grenades for the M79. She can just load up this here. Well, let's make it a better one. And give this to someone else, Steven, for example. And if she needs to use high explosive grenades, she can use the RGM. And she, even with the grenades, I think the Russian grenades do weigh 0.2 kilograms instead of 0.1. For these, okay, these do weigh 0.2 as well. But I think, I thought Thought some of them... Okay, it's just the illumination grenades. Okay. So, yeah, then that's not an issue at all. And she can stack them up in here. At least one type. And they do a little more damage than the regular US 40mm grenades. Alright, so these are worth a lot, but I think we had them before. Let's continue checking. Ammo, that's good. The brake light we can put on someone. I think Wolf had only... Oh, he's fine. Okay, then we can leave them here. Oh, them, not them. This one brake light for the others who are coming in. Ah, we even got some of them here. Those are the chomping ones. Don't really mind either way. Get these in here. And just to bring her weight down, let's drop one of these canisters. How do you want to load this? Of course, with a grenade from the other sector, maybe. This we don't need. But these should get repaired at some point. Some more lead protectors. Steven could use some of these. Does have the weight capacity to spare. I think that's fine. You can always drop one of these mags, just in case. And we could think about dropping one of his weapons. Saw pouch is new, I think. And even more leg protectors. Get the better ones on him. Our old toolkit's woodland camo. Let's refill what we have first. And ice can keep the rest. I think we double checked this before, but it doesn't take too long. Get this refilled or merged. Get this stacked up. And oh, another spring. That is great because we had a rod here that we didn't have a spring for. Let's get this assembled. You don't need mechanical skill to do that, but I still like to use Mad Dog for it. He does have a toolkit in the other sector, so that's alright. We have these grenades too. Don't want to hang around here too long, but if we have to wait for repairs here, that takes time too. So I think they should just move over and have stuff repaired. These should be fine for the most part here. We can't do anything this hour, so that's fine. But Wolf needs to get rid of the wallet. And pick up his toolkit. Ice has his on him. And okay, that's everything for repairs. Oh yes, this was Dimitri's. He can grab that in a second. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Looking good. Do we have any more mortar shells in here? Don't think so. No. So we do need to resupply here. We only have 2 explosive ones left.
Understood.
Get these over here.
I made it. Let's do something already.
Gas is on the truck, but we do need to give Dimitri his tools back. And Carlos, you're an expert. You can refill the truck right away. Nah, it's not really worth it. As long as we have the fuel on the truck, that's fine. These do need sleep rather urgently. Do they need anything for the stuff we have in here? Someone could use the FAL carbine now that I will use the full-size one on Miguel, not Stephen, the other deputy. I kind of like having this on Moose, even though it's just as slow to aim as this here. But I think you should stick with this, or rather the one with the rod and spring attachment installed. Do have a 4 times scope to spare here, but let's keep him with the RPK. Anything we want to bring over to have repaired? Yeah, we might want to use this, so let's bring it. These grenades as well. This can wait, really. And yeah, let's have this repaired as well, just so our mind is at ease. But these should stay here for a moment. Nah, I think we're fine. Repairs are so fast. They can come over here. I was thinking to keep them here so that their stuff gets repaired last, but their things are in good shape. We'll pick up the Nima vests. Let's do that right now. Oh, we only have one here, so I think Dimitri should get that. And it's not in that bad of a shape, so he can put it right on.
Me, ready.
Okay, get them in here.
As you asked, I have reached new location.
I'm here. I ate every bug on the way. There were many.
Get the toolkit to Mad Dog. We can repair this later. And this one. Do you want to get these on Meltdown? Or at least one of them loaded up. Oh, we could free up something here. Could drop one of the smoke grenades. She is strong, but she does have the ones for the 40mm launcher anyway. Yep. Let's grab more of these grenades instead. I like having a steady supply of that. Does anyone need a smoke grenade? Steven's getting up there in weight. Scope would be fine transporting another one, I think. Could also use the G11 on someone soon enough. Let's have them rest.
Hi there. What I do?
And the same goes for these here.
Destination achieved, sir.
And these as well in a moment. just want to... thinking about using some of this stuff. Or bringing it along to have it repaired. Yeah, they don't have that much else to repair. Can drop ammo here. Let's move them over into here.
Understood.
Before resting.
Destination achieved, sir.
Ah, yes, they are not tired, so that's that for resting. I'll leave this here. Don't want to sell it off, but this is kind of the main sector where I usually store things in. And we have a ton more of these. And I think we have even more in the mine sector. Yep, I think that's 5 and 2. None in here, but yeah, a very nice supply for Meltdown. And we do have this extra launcher, which I do want to repair up. So we'll keep this on Grizzly for now. So he'll stay the way he is. Oh, he needs to refill here too. Morgus is fine. Razor, you can drop these. Oh, nah, it's bringing them along to have them repaired. Yeah, Buzz might just do the same. But we can leave this in here. And the MP7 ammo as well. Okay. Ah yes, and the others want to leave water for the Grumm squad, so I should do that in a second before I forget. These can then travel into here, where all the toolkits are, and repair next hour, and do other things, of course.
Understood.
Now, we do need water on Ira. She doesn't have any. Dimitri has half a bottle. Hamus, let's fill this up. So, and Carlos has a full one. So it's Dimitri and Ira who need water from the others. And Mad Dog. Alright. So, Wolf, you give yours to Mad Dog. Miguel, you give yours to Dimitri. We can also drop the Molotov, I think. And yeah, Scope, you pass yours to Ira. Sniper to Sniper. Okay, and we have more of this ammo in the other sector, that's alright. This can be repaired up once everything else is taken care of. Same goes for the other things in here. So let's set up. These still need a rest. So they are fine. Mad Dog would also need a rest. Ice and Wolf could work in the facility. While Mad Dog will rest for another hour. I think that's a good idea. Ice is fine, but Wolf can use this for an hour. And you can only set them up one at a time for facility duty. Okay, these will make nice progress. Dimitri, you can also repair normally. You still need that 1 point of dex, but you're getting close. Now for the others, Steven, yeah, you act as a trainer in leadership as so often. Meltdown and Scope, and later Ira and Carlos can be students in leadership. And Hamus, oh, can just practice his mechanical skill more. That's fine. Miguel, you practice, yeah, also mechanical. Could have someone teach them, but repairs are more important now. Get these tired so that Maddock has a spot in the facility next hour. That's fine. Gumpy won't be with us tomorrow, so he can just power himself out. But these two should rest. And Gasket can power himself out to Flo as well.
Destination achieved, sir.
Drop this. Can repair this up later. Do you want to repair these? Drop this here. And Murgus, who's the fastest repairman, can take this. Then Cougar and Grizzly. Leave this on people. Get this in here. And the rest is of lower priority, I think. Do you want to attach a detonator? Could do that right away. I think this is one of Bubba's, actually. It's Bubba. Yeah. Don't know why I removed that at some point. Maybe because I picked it up to stay with the mercs in the sector, and then I put it down here instead of in the backpack. He can keep all of this stuff. Yeah, I think we might attach a detonator right away with Gumpy while he's still here. He does have the demolitions trait. Let's get a detonator off from this one. And just put it on the worst one. And he did it on the first try. Nice job, Gumpy. This can be repaired up now. Yeah, Shadow, you just take it in your hand. You have a whole stack of fully repaired fogs, so that's fine. Don't need to repair up the others, so we could repair these goggles up. Bubba does run point from time to time, so it's good to have him with better vision range. Alright, so these can work at least an hour. Murgus and Grizzly, you do repairs here, while Razor, well, we don't need... they aren't synced up. Let's have Razor teach Buzz for a moment, and once Fox is back up, she can teach Buzz as well. Trainer in Dex and Buzz. You as a student for this hour. I guess Fox will bring this up to 3 or might be even 4, just like Cliff. Yeah, 4 for Cliff. Oh, nah, his base speed is 3 and hers only 2, so I guess she should be at 3 then, but that's fine as well. Shadow could practice, just practice leadership. Yeah, that's alright. You will also act as a trainer in agility for Cliff at some point, but we should, or let's get dexterity up first. Agility is very nice, but dexterity helps with firing and doctoring, so it's kind of a no-brainer to have that up with him. Okay, so these two are powering themselves out. This should get done by the time he needs to leave, or at least be close to done. That's fine. These are all up now. That's perfect. Maddock 2. Wolf was rather tired, so he should rest. And give back the better toolkit for Maddock to use in the facility. Wolf. Yeah, you just sleep, because Ice will be tired in the next hour. These are all fine. Doing more work. And these are up. Okay, that works out perfectly. Murgus should rest while and Shadow while the others keep working now. But pass this to... Nah, that's fine, but let's swap it with Grizzly so he can work with the better kit this hour. And the next night is approaching. No enemy movement at the moment. I think Maddock should work for a few hours just to get repairs done here. Ice does need a rest though. And the students here should rest up here. With Carlos being awake and, well, Ira can sleep. I think Carlos can just practice on his own for an hour. And these are fine. These powered themselves out. Same goes for Gumpy. Bubba does need a rest now though, and yeah, Razor can do something else too, like sleep. Yeah, I think I should also rest up together with these here. Fox will be fine in a moment, so Razor can then do something else. Doesn't have that many important things to do. Could practice his health some more, or marksmanship, just so he has something to do that helps. He could also practice some of the other stats, but not really that important on him. Let's see, marksmanship and health are both at 1, but marksmanship only needs 25 advancement points, while health needs 50. Let's have him practice health nonetheless.
I become better.
Okay. Maddock, you do 1 more hour, but Wolf, you rest now. And give this back to Ice. These are fine. Dimitri, yeah, you rest up though, and others are good. Yeah, except for Miguel. These here can work for a little longer, but Grizzly should rest up. And Cougar as well. both students and Fox are awake. Alright, so Cliff with his lower decks and... well, I guess he's not as impatient as Buzz. Does get 4 advancement points. While Buzz only gets 2, despite her high wisdom. Probably because she's higher up. It's only 4 points, but those can make a difference. And it's a checker aggressive. Yeah, penalty for actions. Don't think that pertains to training. But yeah, no matter. Happy that Cliff makes such great progress. And yeah, let's get to 10. Okay, grenades being repaired, and that's a good sign. Oh, Dimitri is up to 17, so he can now use the facility. Wolf is fine, but I think Mad Dog and Ice can both arrest. That's good. Get the better toolkit to Dimitri. Sorry for all the shuffling, but we lost the toolkit here, so we couldn't refill. Lost it to the Cliff problem. Wolf. Wolf, you use the facility. Same as Dimitri. And with the higher speed, his stats will go up faster. Carlos could rest now. The scope is up. Steven is awake. Let's have him stay up some more. We don't have any attacks imminent. Murgus, you sleep now. Yeah, rest are fine for an hour. Well, oh, I thought I'd send him to bed. Apparently I did not, but Gumpy's fine. Let's get to 11. Yeah, not much going on at night, often. Okay, Gasket, you gained another point of mechanical. This is almost done, that's fine. So just leave it here. And this as well. Well, they do ask if they should leave their stuff behind anyway, but this way we have it ordered up. Yeah, and I think it's time to say goodbye to these.
Well, I'll be. I guess I'll just go back on home then and kill squirrels. Kinda too bad, 'cause people make a lot funnier noises.
Ah yeah, don't pretend you shot anyone, Gasket. That's alright, you did a good job repairing. And Flo, you can go as well.
Ah, well, it was fun while it lasted, no?
Sure, nice doing business with you. With Tony. And Gumpy.
Well, it's your decision. Should have gotten an autograph, though. Someday it'll be worth money, I'm telling you.
Okay. That clears out a few spots for additional mercs. Could have kept them on longer, but I don't think we have a real use for them at the moment. Alright. These can all rest up. Shadow 2. Others are fine. We do need to set these up. Dimitri can sleep now. While Ice takes over in the facility. These are all ready for bed, I think. Miguel is fine, but Hamus should sleep. I'm just contemplating if we should bring the truck back with us to Cambria. It's more likely that the people, our main squads in this area, need to move over to Grumm to help in the defense than it is that the ones we leave back here we need to come to Cambria fast. And we can always use Skyrider in a pinch, so I think we'll take the car back. It saves us some time traveling as well, because we don't have, or especially because we don't have a hunter or ranger with this group. After all, I selected them because of their night ops traits or their quality in night fighting. Madog needs even more sleep. Wolf can rest up as well, and Ice could rest too. Don't really need to. Let's have Dimitri just repair regularly and use the facility next hour. These all are fine. Let's wake Carlos. Hamu still needs some more rest. Mergs can stay up. Fox is still asleep, so this hour, Razor, you act as a trainer in Dex so that these have better progress speed. Okay. I did want to switch these out again.
That's encouraging.
Alright, Wolf, you're making good progress. Second point of mechanical skill within a few hours. Yeah, with these crazy progress speed ratings, they gain a lot of stats, or a lot faster. What are they repairing? SWAT vest, okay, they're still on important things. Okay, apparently the 40mm grenade had higher priority than Razor's armor. That's surprising. But, well, it is in his hand, in his second hand, I think. Yeah, I think that's the reason. I thought it was a random one in their inventories. That would have been odd. Right, now for more rest. Excuse me, Cougar 2. Shadow can stay up. Buzzcliff, they can both sleep. Or all of them here can sleep. So that they sync up, or these two sync up with Fox again. Shadow's fine. And these are fine too. Miguel, you rest though. And Mad Dog needs something to do in the facility. Ice and Hamus both need to rest. Let's see, he does have the best... No, I think we have a better toolkit on Ice. Yeah, there we go. And Dimitri can use this one. This is already below 50. Let them sleep. And send Dimitri to repair in the facility. Okay, MP holster, so things are repaired, or more important, things are repaired. So the others can move out. Yeah, all of these grenades are in good shape now. Perfect, yeah. They should move out. They've left water for the others, that's good. Could leave another bottle, we do have enough Yeah, Meltdown, you leave it here. You won't need it. We have 6 people. I don't think a Bloodcat ambush could devastate us to a point where we need to use water. I'll drop this here, have this repaired. Yeah, Mad Dog. You hang on to all of these here. Could think about leaving one high explosive 40mm grenade here, but he does have 2 stun ones. I think that's fine. We don't exactly have plenty of them in Cambria either. Yeah, and get this repaired. And the Rotten Spring. And these here. And this grenade. It's not gonna take them long now that Dimitri can also use the facility. Rest is in good shape, but yeah, I think Hamus should get some sun goggles. And Carlos, you can pick up your binocs. And the bracelet from the other sector soon. Oh yes, and this needs to be repaired. Yeah, let's get it on Hamus right away. Need to get the gun barrel extender off. Who should do that? I think Hamus can do that with his old weapon. Get this loaded up. And the others should move out. They are in the proper shape. Well, we could tire them out a little more because they do need to. They can rest in the car anyway. But no, let's move them out. Don't want to waste too much time and then have to defend again. So, Scope, Miguel, Melton, and Steven, you guys move out as Squad 1. That leaves these 2 stranded, of course, without a trainer. But they do need a rest anyway, and I think Ira should just be a trainer for Carlos. That also brings up her leadership. Student in leadership. Oh yeah, he already was set up as that. He can learn from Mad Dog soon. Well, we could, yeah, let's have Mad Dog just be a teacher for Hamus. And or in dexterity. Let's see about that. Get that up first. No, doesn't help with his low wisdom. Sorry about that, but it was worth a try. Alright, these 2 can do their stuff, even though Mad Dog needs a lot more rest than Hamus. Dimitri, you sleep here, and I think we should leave a toolkit for them. Yeah, let's leave this one and fill up this one and this one. So Dimitri can just repair to his heart's content without worrying about tools while these move out. Just double checking that I'm not forgetting anything, because that's an easy mistake to make. Yeah, we do have more mini grenades. Let's check brake lights in here. Not a ton. I think we should bring the ones we have. Mad Dog has quite a few on him. And the others as well. I think that should be fine. Right, these move up to here. So should check these two. Yeah, I think this needs to go back to Wolf again. Well, not needs to, but it's useful to put it back on him, because he has a lot more carrying capacity. And Wolf, yeah, he should also pick up some leg protectors. I think he does have the strength to carry those. He's on his way over there anyway. Carlos, you to sleep, and Hamus, you get rid of the, or get the gun barrel extender off of your old weapon.
Okay. Very bad. Me look for bullet. Me look for bullet. Very bad.
All right, there we go. That's not bad, Hamus. That was the plan all along. Right, Hamus. You be a student in mechanical again. And yeah, you could repair this up. Yeah, let's put it on Ira. And I think that's everything we wanted to take care of here.
Reporting in from new position, Commander.
So, oh yeah, there's the extra brake light I was thinking about. Or thinking of. I'm not really obsessed with it. I think we are done here except for the leg protectors. We wanted to... Well, Ice could also use some actually. And get these on Wolf. We'll have no trouble getting these repaired. Well, it would take a while. Could stay here to tire people out for the car ride. Yeah, let's just do that. Sorry about that.
Taken care of.
Made it in one piece. What's the story now?
So, Dimitri, you pass this to Ice. And Wolf, you get a Mad Dogs. And then you repair here for an hour. Oh, yeah, Dimitri's asleep, but still assigned to the facility. And yes, Steven, we do want to tire them out so they can work for this hour too. Let's wake Ira up and put these on student duty with Ira awake. And let's also wake Carlos and Miguel. You no, you practice your mechanical skill. Well, you'll be a student in mechanical actually. with the Mad Dog as your trainer once he gets up. I think we should spend maybe 2 more hours here. At least 1.
That's measurable progress.
Yeah, let's we still have the stuff on her, or on them both, on Ira and on Hamus. So we should stay another hour. Get people nice and tired. Dimitri is still asleep. Mad Dog could repair, but I think we are fine with the progress speed we have here in the facility. Nah, let's not get sloppy about this. Mad Dog, you take this. Wolf, you take this. Wolf, you repair regularly, and Mad Dog, you use the facility. Well, let's see. Why isn't Miguel flashing? Do I have someone else set up as a trainer in mechanical? No. I thought it flashed when there was no trainer present. Set it up anew. Yeah. Okay, it was just glitched. Yeah, just to practice on your own. I said it also works when they are set to student. They'll practice on their own speed as long as there's no trainer with them. But I don't like the red flashing. And they can do 1 more hour. Well, Carlos is getting tired, but I think he should be fine and retain his 5 points of progress. Speed. Get to 4.
I do what I can.
Send people to bed. Everyone who can should rest up here. They are getting a little tired. And these here should move out, I think. Okay, leg protectors are done. Perfect. So Mad Dog, you act as a trainer in mechanical again. Hamus, you be a student. Carlos as a student is fine, but Ira needs to be his trainer now. With Dimitri taking over work in the facility. Facility, not a regular. There we go. And these here can now move out. Leaving this toolkit with the others. They have an easier time resupplying in Estonia and Cambria.
All right.
Then get over here. And these all resting.
Reporting in from new position, Commander.
Let's see who's the least tired. Okay, we have a few people who aren't that tired. Wolf, you drive. And do we want to bring anything with us in the truck? We do want to leave this. Certainly. We do have enough 5.56 ammo. I think we do have enough 9x39 in Cambria, even though I cannot find it at the moment. Okay, only 1 mag. Yeah, let's bring that along with us. Make it these two on the truck. And I think we should also bring all of this along. Maybe leave one mag. Think. Yeah, we only have Wolf with Cougars back in Cambria. Let's just bring this in here. Grenades can stay here. All of this can stay here. Ammo-wise, we are fine as well. Do we need any of these weapons? I don't think so. Or any of this. Could bring along stuff to sell off, but that's about it. Yeah, let's bring these here. And these here, the others, Dimitri can repair these up fast enough. And one uniform, and these here. LBE is fine. Bipod, we do have a spare one. Don't need the folding stock, and I think the rest we do not need either. Yeah, I can sell these off. And the Game Boy. And this stuff. And the wine. Bring the gum with us. Let's leave one pack here. And then we move out to here.
I'm on it.
We do need to stop here because we want to pick up the weapon for Miguel. Right, and now Wolf can sleep. The others are all up, except for Meltdown. These are fine. But we do need to set up Razor as a trainer for Buzzard Cliff. These need more rest.
As you asked, I have reached new location.
Yeah, let's go
Agreed.
to here. Let's just, well, while we are here, let's clear out this sector.
Taken care of.
And all of the others are fine.
Made it in one piece. What's the story now?
Yep, Miguel, you pick up this nice weapon. Get your equipment on it. You do want to bring this along so he can keep it on him as well. Could bring some more ammo and the scope. Let's bring anything remotely useful on the truck. The rockets. Get this. Stack it here, and yeah, the scope should come with us, but we can't put that on the G3 again. This will leave here. This we can stack. Alright, yeah. Just to be pedantic about it, let's get this in here. And bring this to... That's all for now. Anyone who can rest again. They could pay a visit to Jake, but that's fine. Could bring some of the more useful items from here.
Okay.
But Fox is still resting, so that's all right. Baba, you rest up, and the others can do some more work. Let's get Fox up actually, and set up Razor to practice his health again. Dimitri, get some rest, and no point in teaching when your only student is asleep. So you practice your medical instead.
As you asked, I have reached new location.
Okay, let's put this on the stack. These on here. Merge this. Yeah, let's bring this and put the traces in it. I'd like to bring these things, they are useful. Leave this. And I'll leave the beer. We can stack quite a bit of that stuff, so that's fine. Yeah, the grenades are actually useful, so we should bring them. Can stack this. Could bring some ammo with us. Okay, can't do it this way on the truck. That's alright. And yeah, convert this here and bring it all in the mini-me. First aid kit can just give to Scope. And let's bring the suppressor too. And the throwing knife. Could even keep it on Miguel, he does have the room. And these weigh 0.1 kilograms. So not a big deal. Right, this isn't too far away. If we need any of this stuff, we can easily come get it. And then
I hear you.
come into here. And email. Enrico is happy. I could not have received better news. Yes, I urge you to push forward and resist the temptation to celebrate prematurely. He's right about that. We have some tough sectors coming up. Yep, you're right. No one should rest while she's still in power. But we do need to stay combat ready, so from time to time we do need to sleep. You be a trainer in leadership. And I think I'll just end the episode here. We can do the rest of the inventory stuff next time. It won't take too long, and then we move out to Tixa, unless more attacks roll in. But maybe she gives us a little breather this day. We don't need much, just a few moments. Alright, these are fine. Good. Right, we'll just pick this up where we are now next time. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.